Hi, I'm Sally and this is the tutorial for my 1D design or charm that goes with my heart charm. So it'll just fix on top, so it'll look like this. Here's one I made earlier, like that. You can alternatively just use it on its own to decorate whatever you want it to decorate, on a bracelet or anything you want to. So let's get started. For this tutorial I will be using Daisy Loom bands, and all the bands I'm using are available in the Mega Value Pack, and I'll put all of the links for those in the description box below. So taking 2 bands, I'm going to use black and white, and we're going down 5 times. You can use whichever colours you like, and in the Mega Value Pack as well you do get extra black and white bands, so they're really useful. So I think it doesn't matter whether you're making bracelets, charms or whatever you like to make, you'll always use black and white. So I'm just going to cap this off now. So I'm just taking a single black band and I'm just wrapping it around this, wrapping it around this last pin here 3 times, like that. So this is the one. We're now going to make the D part of the charm. So taking a single white band or whatever colour you want to use, we're placing it here in the centre. We're now going to use double bands for the rest of this. So we're going down 4 times with the double bands. Like so. We're going to go back up to the second pin in the centre, taking 2 bands again. We're going diagonally across, like so, going down 3, like so, and then just placing diagonal bands across like that. So this is what you should have, like this. Again, we're going to place a cap band on this pin here at the bottom. Like so. And we just need to add on some triangle bands to keep the 1 and the D together. And you can use whichever colour you want for this, but I would recommend using a colour that you've already used to try and help it to blend in. So we're just going to make little triangles going up here, and we're making 3 in total, so like that, and like that, and then we're also going to place 1 band just here like this. Okay, so this is what your loom should look like. This is sideways, so I can get it all on the camera. My arrows, I should have mentioned, are facing this way. Okay, so now we can start to loop. So taking your hook, we're going to do the 1 first, going inside the cap band, finding the bottom 2 bands, my triangle bands just popped off there, and we're looping forwards. And you're doing this all the way up. Like so. Going back down here to this pin, pushing the triangle band and the cap band out of the way, you're finding the 2 bands that are on top, which should be the diagonal band, and you're looping it back onto itself. Going back in through the cap band, finding the 2 bottom bands and looping them onto themselves. Okay, we're going to continue up the centre. So just looping forwards. This is a nice quick and easy design to do, doesn't take too many bands either. Stopping here, and then we're going back in here and looping up the other side of the D, and that one goes diagonally like so. So now we're all looped up, we will need to add in a tying off band on this pin here. The D is already, will be okay. You just take the band here of the single and loop it onto itself, okay? So that's that. So we're going to take a single black band, whatever colour you've done for the one, and placing your hook in through this pin and out the side, take your single band over the end of your hook and just slide it through and round, and you can just tie this off into a slip knot like that. Ooh. And there we have our 1D charm. Now we just need to remove it. What I will do before I do is stretch these bands here. So this is the single band that we put on first of all, and I'm going to add an S clip, or you can use a C clip. I'm going to use an S clip just over like that, so it's just hanging there, and that will just hold everything together. You can now remove it. Like so. If you want to have these closer together, like I have done in here, as you can see they're quite tied together, you can double the bands, the triangle bands here, you can double them. If you don't double them, you get this, which is a bit loose, I have to admit. So yeah, I'd probably recommend just doubling them, but either way it's good. Still a 1 and a D. This you can just tuck inside here. So you're just putting it through a couple of bands, pulling this tying off band through, and you're just going to weave it, sort of thread it through here until it's hidden, which is not quite, but if you just carry on, it will be. There we go. Yeah, those bands definitely do need to be tighter. And then once you've done this and you have your 1D, if you wish to add it to your heart, you can just clip this onto, just take 2 bands at the top and clip it on like so, and then it will just hang like that. But yeah, the bands do need to be tighter, I have to admit. It's the first time I've done it without doubling them, so but there we go. You have a 1D heart charm. So I hope you've enjoyed making this. As I said at the beginning, I will add the details for these bands, which do hold their shape much better, I think, than these. The sort of opening bit in the D does close up with normal bands. With Daisy Loom bands, it's more obvious and more open. So there we go. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed making this and you're pleased with how your design came out. I am on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and the details for all of those are in the comment box below. Comment box below? Description box below. Even, I do know what I mean. There we go. Anyway, yeah, please like, and comment. Let me know what you think of this design and of my tutorial, and subscribe to be notified when I bring out new tutorials, which I'm trying to do every few days. And that's that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.